And boom!
If you see a big pink whale with feathers and a beak and skinny little legs, then bingo, that's a whale bingo.
Hey guys, it's Morgan coming to you with another video in the van build series. Today we are installing swivels onto the front seats of the van. I realized after our trip to St. George camping in it, when this seat is out, which is super dirty, it would be really nice to have these seats turned around, so this could be kind of like a cooking, hanging out area. I think it would even be nice when the seat's in here for just chilling out and stuff. So I ordered these guys. We got them in. I'll figure out, I can't remember, I think I got them from Amazing Auto. But if you look up Sprinter Swivel, that's what they are. Obviously there's for Ford, but they make them for Sprinters, Fords, Dodges, and all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, let's get after it. You just need a T40 Torx. We're gonna take the seat off and get this thing out of the way, put this swivel base down, and yeah, I'll show you guys how it works. One of the keys to this thing is you gotta have a short Torx to get back here. I was trying to use, I've already started by the way, but I was trying to use this, and it works great for the front bolts, but does not work great for the back bolts. Anyway, this is too tall, so you gotta have a short one. It's gonna go a little slow, so I'm gonna get these bolts out and then I'll check back in as we pull the seat off. Alright, we got it loose. Now, I have no idea how this thing comes out of here, but I didn't think I had any power, but there is some sort of wire going to these, so I'm gonna have to be kind of careful. Go like this. Alright, so there is wires, but you know, it's all good. Just go easy. There we go. Now I need to set that base right there onto here. This thing is super heavy. That's good. I think that means it's gonna be sturdy. So here's the question. Let's see if I can't disconnect this, but I gotta figure out exactly how this goes. I don't know if it goes on here or if it goes on the bottom. Alright guys, I think that this part actually comes up and then the base goes on, because there's not enough holes in the base, so I think that's how that's gonna have to work now that I'm looking at it. But I still need to get this off of there. Then we can take this off and go from there. Alright, got that loose. I just took the plugs off the back of the seat, from the seat that go into the back of this out. So we got that all out. Guess I gotta make sure I put them in the back in the right place, but I'll figure that out. Anyway, I think now what we need to do is this. So it turns out this van, these swivels fit the new vans, but it turns out I think these are not, well, these are definitely not T40 Torx bits, or Torx bolts. The ones I took out were, but like I said, these are, I think, the right ones. So I'm gonna have to remount the seat to here, but that's okay. It's gonna take a little while, but I can do that now off of the bracket. This honestly makes way more sense. But this is good. We're learning together, everybody. And come up nice and easy. And now we put this down, and it says on the thing, says right here, this is facing up for passenger side. So I'm gonna have it facing up. And these swivels are definitely made for all sorts of different brands, because all these holes are, well, first of all, there's a whole bunch of them and they're slotted in different ways that help it line up. But I think that's going to work like that. So then I'm going to do this to pivot. So yeah, there's plenty of room for that. Okay, I just want to make sure that this wasn't like going to be in the way of the big bar for moving it back and forth. So I think we're good. As with all things that have multiple holes and multiple bolts, you want to get them all started before you tighten any of them down, so that you can get everything lined up and it all looks square and all that before you reef on any of them. Get them nice and tight, because this is a safety situation. So it is from Amazing Auto LLC, or SprinterSwivel.com. And these are crash tested, so they're DOT approved, and that makes me happy, obviously. And I read a bunch of reviews, and really the only downside I saw in these was that they raised the seat up more than some of the others. I'm okay with that, mainly because they're a lot less expensive than some of the other ones, and everybody says that they don't wiggle, they don't move, it's awesome. So I think I'm going to be really happy with how they work. I really wish I had known that I didn't need to take this seat off of those rails. So I'm glad that I'm here for you guys, and I can make that mistake, because it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to get those bolts back in, because it's got these square nuts that just go underneath there and kind of hold, like, anyway, it's going to be a pain, but I'm going to get them on there. I think I'm going to do it with the seat laying on its side. That might be easiest. Alright, I think this might be easier with it upside down. Alright, got the rails mounted back up. That was kind of a pain in the butt. It was way easier with it upside down on its head, so that's good. Now, okay, so now it's back in its right orientation. I want to make sure that the seat belt was lined up right. It is now. I'd done like a 180, but now I got to get this plug back on. And the big thing is making sure I have all the plugs in the right spot. Alright guys, so check it out. Got the bolts through, got the nuts on them. It's a 13 mil and then a 5, I think, whatever, Allen. So now I'm going to tighten those down up there. Got ones back here, they're hidden because the seat's all the way forward, but when I slide, or excuse me, the seat's all the way back, but when I slide forward, we'll be able to get to those. And then we're gonna have this thing done and we'll check out the swivel. So I'll tighten these things right down and I'll be right back. Let's see how it works. So there's this thing right here. I'm not sure exactly what that's for, but it's blocking the seat turning, so I'm going to bend it down for now. Actually, I'm just going to cut it off. I don't know what it's for. Alright, so quick tool spotlight, guys. Another Knipex product that's awesome. I'm having to cut this thing so that the seat can swing all the way, and I think these are going to do it. So let's see. There we go. All right. Yeah, I love it. So, check it out. Boom. That is sweet. I'm stoked. So, the point of this is not so much so when there are these seats here. You can tell there's not that much room here, although we probably could get the table maybe set up here, but it's more about when this seat is not here and we can hang out and put the table here and have this as kind of a kitchen area. I don't have the other one. It didn't show up for whatever reason. The second one, the one for this, isn't here yet, but it should be here tomorrow. I don't know why it was shipped at the same time, but anyway, it should be here tomorrow. Then we'll have this one ready to go. We can spin these things around. We can have a nice place to sit. This is cool. Super stoked about that. Let's take a look from back here. You can see lots of room. Plenty of room up top. Like, you know, I could probably actually, yeah, so I can slide this back. Even more room right there. So that'd be like the max amount of room, which is actually seriously quite a bit between those two. So yeah, guys, that's way cool. All right, guys, thanks for joining me for this van build video. I'm still waiting on the other one for the driver's seat, but it's going to go exactly the same. I'm just not going to take those rails off this time. That will save me a step. So that's cool. Yeah, so I'm not going to show you guys that, but it's going to go the same. The driver's seat doesn't have any more complicated anything on it than this one does, so I'm not going to bother with showing you guys that. Anyway, hope that's informational. Hope it inspires you guys to maybe do something cool like that. I think this is going to be really awesome for just using the van as a camper and a hangout zone, and even getting dressed with your gear. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Hope you guys like that. I hope you guys get out and spread the gospel of two wheels, and I desperately hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to get out and ride your dirt bikes!